Well, hi, I'm the Year 2 class teacher, Mr. MacBean, and I'm going to read Gordon's Got a Snooky by Lisa Shanahan. One evening, the animals of the zoo could not sleep. "Gordon is coming!" cried the giraffe to the tiger. "Gordon is coming!" roared the tiger to the seal. "Gordon is coming!" barked the seal to the yak. "Gordon is coming! Gordon is coming!" babbled the yak to the gnu. "Whoopee, whoopee, yee-haw, yippity woo-hee! Gordon is coming! Gordon is coming!" The yak stopped dancing and gazed at the gnu. "Who is Gordon?" he asked. "Don't you know?" asked the gnu. "If I knew," asked the yak, "would I be asking you?" "He's a gorilla," said the gnu. "He's the new top boy, the big silverback. They're flying him in from a zoo overseas so that he can take care of the girls." "Whee!" said the yak. The girls were wide awake. The air was hot and steamy. "I hope he's big," said Gidget. "I hope he's strong," said Doris. "I hope he's hairy," said Delilah. And eventually they fell asleep and dreamt lovely dreams about a big, strong, hairy gorilla. The next morning, the gorillas met Gordon for the first time. Gordon grinned at the girls. He flexed his pecs. He bulged his biceps. He pummeled his chest and he roared, "Roar!" "Ooh, he's big," said Gidget. "Ooh, he's strong," said Doris. "Oh, he's hairy," said Delilah. But the baby gorillas laughed and laughed. "Look!" screeched Abu, the smallest gorilla. "Gordon's got a snooky! Gordon's got a snooky!" "Gordon's got a snooky?" cried the giraffe to the tiger. "Gordon's got a snooky?" roared the tiger to the seal. "Gordon's got a snooky?" barked the seal to the yak. "Gordon's got a snooky!" babbled the yak to the gnu. "Gordon's got a snooky! Boo-hoo-wah-bah!" The yak stopped dancing and gazed at the gnu. "What's a snooky?" he whispered. "Don't you know?" asked the gnu. "Well, if I knew," hissed the yak, "would I be asking you?" "A snooky," said the gnu, "is a cuddly, a comforter, a blanky. What do you use it for?" asked the yak. "Well, you carry it with you wherever you go," said the gnu, "and whenever you feel lonely or scared or you miss your mummy, you hug it tight." "Oh, you are in the know," said the yak. The animals laughed themselves silly over Gordon and his snooky. The hyena laughed so much he was carted off to hospital. The gorillas were embarrassed and ashamed. "Do you want to squeeze my muscles?" Gordon asked. "No, thanks," mumbled Gidget. "What about we go for a climb?" Gordon called. "Not today," muttered Doris. "My coat could do with a bit of nitpicking," Gordon beamed. "I'm not hungry," sighed Delilah, and they turned their backs on Gordon and ignored him. Gordon could not understand it. He tried his best, but before long he was the loneliest animal in the whole zoo. And the lonelier he became, the harder he hugged his snooky. And the harder he hugged his snooky, the more the other animals laughed. And the more the other animals laughed, the more the other gorillas ignored him. And the more the other gorillas ignored him, the lonelier he became. And the lonelier he became, of course, the harder he hugged his snooky. Soon, he was so lonely, he couldn't move. One morning, while Gordon was sleeping, a boo fell into the moat. "Aye!" screamed Abu. "Mama!" But the water was deep and dark, and even the biggest and strongest gorillas can't swim. "Mama!" cried Abu. "Mama!" Gidget stretched out a stick. Doris held out a branch. Delilah tossed in a piece of rope, but nothing could reach the smallest gorilla. "Mama!" "Help!" wailed Abu's mother. "Help!" Gordon woke up. When he saw Abu thrashing in the water, something inside him boiled. "Roar!" he roared. "Roar!" He leapt to his feet. He snatched up his Snooky. With a mighty rip, he tore it into two. He tied the pieces together and swung it into the moat. "Grab the Snooky!" cried Gordon as one end smacked into the water. "Grab the Snooky!" shouted the giraffe and the tiger. "Grab the Snooky!" bellowed the seal and the gnu. "Grab the Snooky!" gushed the gorillas. "Why does he have to grab the Snooky?" asked the yak. "Stop you yakety yak," said the gnu, "and watch." Abu grabbed the Snooky and Gordon dragged him in. As soon as Abu reached the bank, his mother hugged him tight. Gordon untied the Snooky and wrung it out, and then he wrapped Abu in the biggest piece. "There you go," he said, wiping the tears from the smallest gorilla's eyes. The animals of the zoo were still and silent. "Whippy woohoo!" cheered the yak, suddenly dancing about. "Whippy woohoo!" cried the animals of the zoo. "Yippity woohee!" Gordon grinned. He flexed his pecs. He bulged his biceps. He pummeled his chest and he roared. "Roar!" "You are so big," said Gidget. "I want to squeeze your muscles." "Oh, you're so strong," said Doris. "I want to climb with you always." "You're so hairy," said Delilah. "I want to nitpick you forever." And from that day on, Gordon was never lonely again. And neither were any of the other animals. For whenever they felt lonely or scared or missed their mummies, they each hugged tight their very own Snooky.